I've been wondering where you been, man. I knew it was going to be a day to film. I just knew it. I wasn't planning on it. I don't really have much time. But, you know.
What's going on with you, man?
Not too much. How you been doing?
You haven't been putting up videos.
Not on YouTube, but a lot on Instagram.
Instagram, man.
Yeah. Well, you know, I just haven't had time to do the longer videos.
Sound like you got cold, under the weather a little bit.
Allergies a little bit.
Yeah.
Need to get some fluids.
Yeah.
A little dehydrated. I'd say that's probably what it is.
You got a brew there, huh?
Got a what?
Brew?
That's not a beer. That's just some flavored water, man. No sugar.
Yeah.
No caffeine.
Drink alcohol?
Me?
Yeah.
Do I drink alcohol? Oh, I've been known to drink some alcohol. Have you ever drank some alcohol?
In the past.
In the past? Me too, in the past.
I used to be an alcoholic.
Okay.
Yeah. And the Lord delivered me from it. Yeah. All the glory goes to Him.
Well, how old were you when you got off the booze?
I started as a teenager.
Okay.
Yeah.
Most people in this country do.
Yeah,
I
my
mean,
stepdad was an
like
alcoholic, so I was real small. You know, I just watch him all the time. And he was letting me drink, you know, sips of beer and stuff like that.
I think part of the problem is, you know, you got a culture of, it's like a rite of passage to get wasted.
Yeah.
You know, in high school,
Every other commercial on television.
in college for sure.
Yeah.
And, you know, the movies are all about that. I grew up, you know, in a culture where that was
Alcohol
just,
glorified.
well, it was just a thing to do. I don't know. Yeah, it was just a thing to do, man.
So many people are bound to it, you know.
Yeah.
It's destroyed many lives.
Yeah, it has.
They start out, you know, the trickery, they say you start out social drinking, you know, maybe weekend drinking. You know, like you just said a minute ago, you've been known to do that. That little bit
Yeah.
increases, man.
It depends on who you are, for sure. Some people can handle it, some people can't.
Man's not stronger than it.
Then what? An alcohol?
I mean,
I don't know. I've seen.
there's some that beat it. I mean,
Yeah, come
but
on.
then
You know
they
some
go to
people that
smoking,
drank.
But
And,
he's not stronger than sin.
well,
You're right. I mean, there's some habits we can break, then there's much we cannot break. Now, I couldn't break alcohol myself.
it affects people differently. I've seen people drink themselves to death.
Yeah.
But not everybody
bad.
does that.
Right.
I mean, just drink themselves and waste away to nothing.
But then it'll
So,
be something else. Man he's falling into a state of retardation because he's too far from his God. He's too far from
you out here preaching a lot? I haven't seen you around. I don't get out a whole bunch, but I'm around every day still. At least for a short
I try
time.
to get out once a week,
Okay.
you know, but there's times where it might be once every 2 weeks.
I thought the Hebrew Israelites had all fallen away. I hadn't seen none of them.
It's like I'm the only one in Indianapolis, pretty much.
There used to be a couple groups I'd see
yeah,
out here.
I know it.
I think the one guy got.
I'm
I
agreeing
think
with
one of
you.
them guys got in trouble with the law.
I see you like to post that. You do that a lot, like
I never posted nothing.
You when cats, y'all always try to tie some black dude to the Hebrew Israelites. I see.
I never did that.
Well, you do that on your site.
I never
I've
did
seen
that.
It's in your post when you read some of the in your descriptions. Sometimes you'll put something like that. Some nut. Y'all try to tie him to the Hebrew Israelites.
No.
That guy I told you about. Remember his name?
Are you talking about the loner guy who's over there with the megaphone?
No. I know he. Yeah.
Well, he says he's Hebrew Israelite.
Yeah. See, yeah. But
It's not
he's
me.
real-
Look,
hey,
it's not. You're acting like I'm. Okay, hold on. Let's do this different. You act like I'm trying to, pull one over on people about Hebrew Israelites. I am simply posting what they themselves tell me. If they tell me they're a Hebrew Israelite, I got to take them at face value. Now, you tell me they're not a Hebrew Israelite.
But that don't mean they're in covenant. I mean, they can be.
Well, I didn't say anything. I never said anything about them.
Hebrew Israelite. Remember they cut off. Remember Romans 11 said they're cut off.
Beyond
the
all
branches
that,
are cut off.
all I'm doing is
So they're not in
identifying.
a right mind. That's all I'm saying. They're not in a right mind.
So the other
They're not
Hebrew
in there.
Israelites aren't really the people out here saying they're Hebrew Israelites. They're not Hebrew Israelites. That's what you're telling me.
They're not in covenant with Jesus Christ. They're not Hebrew Israelites. They're reprobate. So they might do some crazy stuff. Like you see that black girl who went into the lion's den. I mean that lion's cage.
What? I'm talking about guys down here dressed up like they're Egyptians. They used to
They
hang
not
out
in
at the
covenant.
bus stop.
Those guys, you Hebrew Israelites are not in covenant with Jesus Christ.
The Egyptian-looking
all you
Hebrew
can-
Israelites
yeah,
are not.
They're not in covenant with Jesus.
They're not in covenant with
They don't
Jesus Christ.
even-
They don't talk about Jesus Christ.
They don't even.
They
don't
talk
preach
about.
the cross.
Well, they preach a lot
They don't
about
preach the cross.
the fake people. Everybody from who they say
Yeah.
is a witch
Yeah.
from Oprah
Yeah.
Winfrey
Well, they have a
to.
form of
And then all the mega preachers. They hate the mega preachers, especially the black ones. I think they think they're sellouts.
they have a form of godliness. Y'all know the scriptures talk about that. So they have a form of godliness, but they deny.
I wouldn't go that far.
Because they use the Bible. That's all I said. Because they use the Bible. So people will, kind of connect that with. 'cause the
Now
Bible
you
is
out
about
here,
godliness.
you're out here wearing a crown and stuff. Do you think that turns people off? Or what really probably gets them here? This kills me every time I see it in my videos.
What's that?
Are these gloves with these you're gonna man? You're
They
gonna
just gloves.
I know they're just gloves, but anybody looking at those gloves, you know how people are. You know what perceptions are.
Now,
You're
what's
not
the perception?
the
What's the
perception.
perception?
the
Because
per-
I'm right across from the police. Look,
if I
can
wear
you show
those,
them that?
if
I'm
I wear,
right across from the police.
listen. If I wear those
Are
gloves,
these illegal?
And I don't
My
have-
question is, are these illegal?
I don't have a problem with you wearing those gloves. I personally don't. But I
you
would
brought it
imagine
So what's the problem?
because a natural perception of those aren't normal gloves that people wear around.
Mhm.
You don't see anybody wearing those gloves. But they do look like when you're yelling stuff
I don't
at
see many people
but
with
when
that
you
hat you
yell
got
when
on,
you yell
that
stuff
hat
at
you
people
got
like
on,
when you
or those
yell
glasses,
when you yell at
those
people
kind of sunglasses,
when you yell at people and say
Are
you're gonna be
unique.
our slave,
Those are unique.
when you say you're gonna be our slave, and then they look at your
Do I
hands,
say it like
they
that? Like you just said? Do I come out and say it like? Even if I did,
you have. I've
I
got
would be-
video of
I
you
would
doing
be
that.
just in saying it because even the Bible, when you get to Genesis 15, verse 13, 14, the nation that punished Jacob, the children of Israel, they have to be punished.
Yeah.
And part of that punishment is slavery. Revelations 13:10.
Have you seen that Abdul Hakim Shabazz is running for mayor?
I just know he was running for mayor. He always runs for me. That guy. Is,
You know what I'm talking about?
I know who you talking about. He's on your site. I mean, you see nobody's interested in the dude. Yeah, he only got about 50 views, and he's been up for 2 years.
He's gonna be the
Nobody
mayor.
likes it.
He might be the mayor. I don't know. We'll see.
He's reprobate. See, these corporate people, they reprobate too. So
You-
it's not just my Hebrew is.
And you're talking about Mayor Hogsett and the whole bunch, right?
They're reprobate too.
Do you do meatless Mondays?
'Cause
The
they don't
city
give-
county council, they got this thing about meatless Mondays.
If I could say that,
And I'm just wondering if you think that's a good thing
even
or a
the
bad
kings
thing.
of old dealt with God's spiritual leaders. Daniel, they exalted Daniel to high positions and stuff like that. These presidents are not doing that. These presidents are not looking to the Hebrew Israelite for godly wisdom.
So do you
They're not calling on King Superman.
do you think maybe King Superman
Not yet, but they
should,
will.
should maybe King Superman jump into the arena and run for mayor?
It's coming. I'm not. No.
Mayor, man.
I'm a king, bro. I'm
Oh,
higher
okay.
than the mayor. I'm higher than the mayor.
King of Indianapolis is what he's running for, my friends.
I'm
That is
higher-
all today from
I'm
the
higher
Indianapolis
than the mayor.
skateboard journalist
I'm higher than the governor.
signing out
I'm higher
from
than the president. of
outside the
United States.
city county market.
And the world will soon see.
Tom Breedlove.
You heard it here. King Superman.